From the new Sakura Quest preview to the first 12 minutes of Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale, I'm your host, AnimeSam, and this is AniNews. Yo, what's up everyone, and welcome back to another episode of AniNews. I know it's been a while since my last full news video, but what matters is that it's here now, right? So, let me tell you, there were a lot of anime announcements over the past week, so be ready for those. But as always, let's begin with the previews, starting with a new one for a show called Sakura Quest. This PA Works studio adaptation follows the story of 5 girls as they work in their small town's tourism agency as an attempt to reinvigorate the community. This is sounding a lot like that fruit anime that I mentioned a few episodes ago, but anyway, this is set to begin airing in the upcoming spring season.
そしてこの町をどのように変えたいとお考えですか?
国王って言われてちょっと調子に乗ってたかも。Aoyamaのこと何も知らずに。
The next preview is for the anime adaptation of the novel Rokudenashi Majutsu Koushi to Akashic Records, or in English, the Akashic Records of the Bastard Magic Instructor. This Liden Films production is yet another Magical Academy anime, where the main character goes to this magical sky castle of a school to learn how to become a better mage, but only to find out that her hand-picked instructor is a lazy incompetent. Surprisingly, this anime doesn't bear the tag of being a comedy, so it'd be interesting to see how it plays out. It's set to begin airing this upcoming spring season as well.
私はまだまだたくさんの魔術の勉強をしなきゃいけないのに。
ああ、それから彼は教職免許持っとらん。
So next on the list is the preview that I was personally most hyped for, and that being for the show Recreators. I like anime where the synopsis is really vague and doesn't really tell you anything about the plot, because it pretty much leaves it up to you to determine what the show will be about, and it allows you to be surprised when you're watching it. So rather than summarizing the synopsis for you guys, I'll just let the trailer run for a bit.
そういうこと。そう。結局のところ、彼女が主人公であったのだと思う。最後までその中心にいたものが主人公であるなら、という意味合いだけど。僕はあくまでも狂言回しだ。だから語ろうと思う。信じられないかもしれないけど、隠すことなく全てを。今言えることがあるとしたら、確かに奇跡はあったし、物語を超えた物語はあったのだ。
So this Troika studio production will be slated for a release in the spring season as well. Now the last preview on my list is a little present for all you Sword Art Online fans. I don't know how it happened, but there's a high quality release for the first 12 minutes of the Ordinal Scale movie on Dailymotion, so I'll leave that link in the description for you guys to check out along with everything else that I mentioned today. Alright, now moving on to the announcements. There's quite a few for today, so I'm going to try to speed run through this in an effective way that gets the most information across. So let's try this. The high school drama romance manga Love and Lies, or in Japanese Koi to Uso, will be getting its own anime adaptation. Keppeki Danshi, Aoyama Kun, the TV anime, got scheduled for a summer 2017 release. The plans for the anime adaptation of Soreda Sumiboto wa Ryu to Adoru, Dances with the Dragon, were updated and is now planned to premiere in this upcoming fall season. We then got a key visual for the upcoming anime adaptation of the Yuri manga Netsuzo Trap, as well as this Valentine's Day illustration. The upcoming anime adaptation of the comedy romance manga Suizere Children got its official website and a key visual as well. We got our first look at the main character for the upcoming anime adaptation of another high school rom-com called Hajimete no Gal. And finally, we got a key visual for Tsuki ga Kirei on their official website. Alright, now that those are done, I actually found an interesting news article that I wanted to share with you guys. So, this article written by AnimeSam from CGM News talks about how Amazon's new anime strike service might not be the greatest thing ever. And he states that normally a big player like Amazon entering the market would be a good thing, which is what I initially thought as well, but what I failed to realize was that Amazon's approach into the anime industry shows their misunderstanding of the anime community as a whole. He was mostly referring to the price and the customer's willingness to pay, and how Amazon will be charging double that of the other competitors. So essentially, Adam points out that although Amazon will have their exclusive licenses, the value just won't be there in comparison to the other streaming services like Crunchyroll or Funimation. So he comes to two conclusions: that Amazon will either have to change their business model or see that anime isn't worth investing in, which would be the worst of the two options. So that's pretty much your daily fix for industry news. And for our last segment, the featured video of the day, this coming from a YouTuber by the name of Lolliconics, and it's a short 19-second video combining Overwatch's play of the game with the anime Yujo Senki. So I'd highly recommend going to watch the video over at his channel, because it's really well edited and it's funny for an Overwatch player like myself. So anyway, that's going to wrap it up for today's episode of AniNews. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making it. You can expect my collaboration video to come out over the next few days, and maybe a new special next week, so we'll see how that goes. But until next time, ciao!